You know what the worst part of coming to the Super Bowl is going to be? It's going to be that. The traffic here is awful. And let me tell you this, that's very light. This is the lightest traffic I've seen here in Atlanta, Georgia in 20 years. And I'm not exaggerating here. You know, CNBC said last month that the worst traffic in America is in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, I'm gonna take my hats off to that because they're telling the truth, all right? Here in Atlanta, we're talking about the average Atlantan spends 102 hours in congestion per year. That's what CNBC said, okay? That's about 20 hours more than the people in LA and about 30 hours more than the people in New York. I mean, it's just flat out awful. It's not going to get any better anytime soon. You know, just to give you an example, I live not too far from here on the northwest side here of Atlanta. All right, and I've been known to do a little TV here and there. All right, one of the studios I go to is about 15 miles up the road here. All right, when the traffic's like this, which is, it's almost never like this, all right, it's gonna take me about 30 minutes to go to 15 miles, if I'm lucky, all right? But on an average, I've gotta leave my house no less than an hour to an hour and a half before I do that TV taping. Otherwise, it's gonna be a blank screen up there, okay? Just brutal. And here's the thing, you know, right now they're saying about 500,000 people just travel this part of Atlanta highways per year, all right? This is 285. I hate 285, all right? Not that 85, 75, and 20 is that much better, but 285, it's the worst, all right? When I moved here back in 1985, it wasn't like this. It was a very pleasant place to drive for about 10 years until you people started moving in here. We don't want people to come to Atlanta anymore. But what triggered all this was 1996. That's when the Olympics came here, and all these people came flooding into Atlanta, and now we got these issues. Now, here's the thing. Not only do we have all these cars, by the way, 285 is slowing up, all right, and it's right in the middle of the afternoon. Not only do we have all these cars, but we always have all of this construction here. We have all of these problems with transportation, all right? Last summer, you know what happened? 85 caught on fire. It caught on fire. Part of it burned down and collapsed. That wasn't good. Not when you have millions of people traveling it all the time. So that threw everything into just a real frantic pace for months at a time. And then not only that, on 75, they're building this new tollway type system for 30 miles. Part of the wall for that collapsed. All right, it took them months to get that done. And just in the last couple of weeks, part of the wall collapsed again on 75, another part of the wall. There's some kind of design flaw. So in other words, by the time you get here in, the time you plan to come to the Super Bowl, watch out for collapsing walls on the freeway, because that has not been solved, right? And here's the thing. Under normal circumstances, you would say public transportation is the answer. Not in Atlanta, all right? New York, you've got the subways, all right? Washington, D.C., you've got Metro. I love Metro. San Francisco, I worked there in the early 80s through the mid 80s. They have what is called BART. BART is great. Here, you got nothing. Well, they'll say, well, we got MARTA. MARTA's smarter. Not really. First of all, MARTA doesn't go everywhere. It barely goes anywhere, okay? Doesn't come out here, okay? So I got a solution for you. If you are planning to come to the Super Bowl, all right, it's about 6 months away, I would say forget about flying, all right? Certainly forget about driving. What I would do with it 6 months away, if you live in California, you live in Indiana, you live in Florida, I would start walking right about now.